The internet, we all use it, whether it be to simp our favorite female content creators or to play the latest epic video game. However, not everyone has a large impact or any impact at all online. Pokimane, or Emote, one of the largest female live streamers on Twitch with over 4 million followers, has a large impact on the internet as a result of being such a large streamer. She's done it all. In recent times, she's created her own scholarship with the help of UCI esports, all the way to getting her own Fortnite emote. Let's get into it. On February 13th, Poki put out a tweet saying, "Finally announcing something I've been working on for months. I'm sponsoring 4 Stern Advantage scholars, and I've created the Pokimane Scholarship with UCI Esports, which will be continuously awarded every year." In this tweet, a link was attached with more details on the scholarship. The article states that popular gaming personality Pokimane has donated $50,000 to the University of California, Irvine for student scholarships in its esports program. An initial $25,000 gift this year will be combined with the remaining $25,000 in 2021 to create an endowment that will fund tuition and fees for gamers selected by UCI Esports. This is great, especially considering so many people out there don't have the money to attend university, and this scholarship could help them a great deal. It's also great that Poki is the person specifically doing this, since she has had personal experience with this, saying, "I love being able to share my experience of how I got to where I am today in hopes that it will help others who are on their way. I'm also especially happy to be supporting UCI's esports program because their students are focusing on gaming in addition to pursuing their college degrees, which I can say from experience isn't easy." Regardless of what you think of Fortnite, I think it's pretty cringe. It's still pretty impressive to get a Fortnite emote made of a dance you did, and it just goes to show the impact you have. In this case, it being the dance Poki did on her TikTok. This was in order for Fortnite to be able to promote their Emote Royale contest after Epic Games partnered with TikTok. Epic Games is known to reach out to large streamers for some kind of collaboration. Another example of this is when Ninja got his own Fortnite skin made, and therefore it's a win-win for both parties in terms of exposure and monetary gain. I took to Reddit and asked people on the offline TV subreddit, what impact do you think Pokimane has on the internet? And here's what they had to say. If we're talking the internet as a whole, minuscule, almost non-existent. If we're talking about Twitch, streaming and the gaming scene, she's pretty much the face of Twitch. At least she has been in the past, if I remember correctly. Biggest female streamer and probably one of the most recognizable faces in the industry. While yes, her impact on the internet as a whole may not be very large, it's still somewhat there. As I mentioned earlier, she got her own Fortnite dance, which at that point is no longer just Twitch, but rather one of the biggest online video games at the moment as well. Of course, that's not the whole internet, but it's still more than just Twitch. Plus, she was also able to partner with a university to make her own scholarship, therefore having an impact on people's real world lives to a certain extent, and that's excellent. As for her impact on Twitch, I wholeheartedly agree, it's massive. You've probably got something on this already, but the obvious thing is that she's the largest female streamer on Twitch and the only woman in the top 10, or at least that was the case a few months ago. I don't think it's changed since. Without her, the top 10 of Twitch would be entirely male, and the already prevalent culture of gaming and streaming as a guys club would probably be worsened tenfold. Yeah, our goddess, Pokimane, prevents the amount of simps on Twitch from going to an all-time high, and we all know if it got any higher, it would be a total simp outbreak. Pokimane feels like a good example of a healthy internet user, and Pokimane's impact on the internet feels like an outlet to watch internet content without suffering from the psychological harm of platforms like Facebook. Media like Facebook put people down. Users naturally make social comparisons to see if people are doing better or worse. When Facebook feeds are filled with vacation photos, fancy food at restaurants, and accolades, make users think others lead happier lives, which creates envy for the things in that media, feelings of unfairness between social groups, inequality, feeling left out. Facebook knows the stress, conflict, depression, resentment Facebook exacerbates in users, makes people feel worse and negatively impact their lives. Users feel worse even if their initial intention for coming to Facebook is for good. After depression and stress from using Facebook, a compulsion can encourage users to repeatedly return to using Facebook. Pokimane's content is an anti-Facebook. She is a completely venerable person who shows genuine emotional health without patronizing the audience. It's rare for Pokimane to create content from exotic locations or show off luxury goods, and so the well-being in Pokimane streams feel approachable. As a viewer of Pokimane's content, I can more easily recognize emotionally unhealthy parts in myself, not feel judged nor condemned by them, and can lead to feeling motivated for self-betterment. The Pokimane program is not a panacea, cure-all for emotional illness, just a start to conversations to say that being yourself is fine, that feelings are mentionable and manageable. Just to have an emotionally well-adjusted young woman online not use sex appeal, work through sexual harassment, and benefit from appreciation is sadly rare for an online platform with so many hosts. There's still sexual discrimination, harassment, aggression, and misogyny online. Audiences who may feel those environments are not places they want to be in or people they want to become, that's a more equitable place to better ourselves, and everyone goes to Pokimane because there still are not that many places. I can agree with you here. It's definitely very different to use a social media platform rather than just to watch a streamer. There's not that same level of interaction with others while watching a streamer. Facebook, like many other social medias, is a complete and utter cesspool. And yeah, I can absolutely agree that while Poki is in a very fortunate position in life, she doesn't tend to show it off, which shows her humility. And I can respect that immensely, since that's something you don't see very often nowadays, especially online. For me, she had a big impact on my confidence. When it comes to the internet, I never voice chat nor even just chat before with the thought that they wouldn't accept me or they would go easy on me because I was a girl. My mindset was that I was weak, I must have been misplaced, and there was no room for improvement for someone like me. Then I found her YouTube videos and I watched her daily. Then I was introduced to Twitch and other great streamers. I gained confidence and strength to fight off the toxicity in game and socialize. I also learned that beyond the toxicity, there was the fun that you get just by being you without changing yourself and laughing off your mistakes instead of getting disappointed by them. And that's what I think her influence is. Now, this was very wholesome to read. I appreciate you sharing it. I'm glad you feel more confident nowadays. That's also really great to hear. This just goes to show how much a content creator can really have an impact on average people like you and I, even though we don't know them personally. So thanks for helping people like us out, Poki. And with that, I want to thank everyone who left a reply to my post for contributing to this video, and I want to thank you for watching the video. I do really hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you next one. Take care, and goodbye.